Hi, strangers. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Let's talk about culture shocks because what? Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. If you're seeing my face for the first time, my name is Darien. I don't even know what to say, guys. I feel like every time I come on here, I always come with excuses, excuses, and excuses. Life is really fast, but at the same time, I know that if you love something, you'd always dedicate time to do it. Not to say that I don't love YouTube. I really love YouTube, but I feel like at the same time, I think I'm just growing out of like filming everything that I'm doing. I remember I've gone to so many places in the UK with my camera, and I've just been like, yeah, like I'll just want to shoot, and then I'll just change my mind. Not that like I don't want to like show you guys what I'm doing, but I just feel like some experiences are like so genuine that you want to enjoy it by yourself. I find out that whenever I'm like vlogging, I don't actually enjoy the experience. And I just decided to start reducing how much I put out contents like that outside, because at the end of the day, like, people would like and enjoy things that you love and enjoy doing. Every time I go out, I end up like not enjoy myself as much as I'm supposed to, or basically, even sometimes the person I'm with, they don't enjoy themselves because I'm filming, and that's one thing that I've like kind of reduced. Now, back in the days when I go out with my friends, I'm always filming everybody, filming every food, filming everything. But I think now I kind of like reduce that. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's just on the era that I am. Guys, this month would be 1 year that I moved into the UK. I think I arrived on the 24th of September, and this is the ninth or the 8th of today's Saturday, so I think it's the 9th of September. And I just decided to come on here and just chat to you guys, see what everyone is doing. That is so funny because see what everyone is doing is like, is this a live video now? Don't mind me, but I just wanted to check in, just remind you guys that I'm still here. I still love you guys. I still would do videos, but currently I'm just taking a break and trying to rediscover what I want to film on my channel. Anyways, you guys know that I've lived in Nigeria all my whole life, and moving to the UK, there's so many things that shocked me when I saw these things happening. Not because, I mean, like, I think coming to live here, you know what's funny? I used to come on holidays here, but I think being on holiday and living in a city is a different ball game. And I feel like that's what people always tell people that come to Lagos for Dirty December, because you see people come to Lagos for Dirty December, and next thing they're like, I want to move to this city, I want to live here. Like, when you're on holiday and when you're living somewhere, making a earning, going out every day is different from when you're on holiday. Guys, when I was on holiday, I never took bus, I never took public transport. I think I took train a couple of times where I had like friends drop me here, bring me here. I was kind of blinded to so many things. I didn't see a lot of things happening as much as I'm seeing now. Now, since I came, I think I've entered private vehicles maybe 5 or 7 times since I came, and it's almost a year, guys. I'm always taking trains, buses. So, like, I'm seeing life in a very different way, and there's so many things that have shocked me compared to Nigeria, where I've lived all my life. I think the first one that shocked me in this country has to be how people queue up. Like, I find it so funny. Like, everyone is just so orderly, so respectful. The way they just queue up, and me, I'm a coconut head. I still do that thing. Like, when I'm entering bus, I see people queuing. I'll act like I did not see the queue because the queue is too long. I'm not bothered to stay at the end of the queue. I'll just stand by the side. Genuinely, like, I'm not hoping to get in before everybody. I'm just hoping that when everybody goes in, I'll be the last to enter. But you see people will be like, go ahead, go ahead. I'm like, are you sure? They're like, yeah. The way people like queue up for everything here is so funny. You go to the restaurant, they're queuing up. You go to the shops, they're queuing up. To get into the church, they're queuing up. To take picture. I remember when I went to Bath, like, and I went into the, is it the Royal Bath, and we were queuing and we wanted to drink water. You know the way people will just be like plenty, like they're just orderly. Like, people always queue up here. Like, that their queuing system is so funny. They queue up in the bank, queue up in the shops, queue up in restaurants, queue up, guys. They queue up everywhere, and they're so orderly. I think that's one culture shock that is just like, I'm like, I wish like we could be more orderly in my country as well. I'm not saying that we're not orderly at all in Nigeria. Of course we are in certain places. And you know what's funny? I feel like Nigerians know how to be very orderly. Like it's just that everybody just feels like I don't want to act a fool because you know how you're being orderly and somebody else is moving mad. I think that's the major problem with us Nigerians. But yeah, everyone is conscious of everyone else. So everyone is more orderly. Like there's no way to say, oh, blah, 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 blah. I think that's the only difference between like us and them. Everyone is conscious of everybody. So everyone is orderly. Not because of just themselves. They're always like, oh, even when people like, because I work in a bank, guys, even when like you're speaking to somebody and their bank is not so busy and somebody comes in, you just see them, they'll just stand, they'll just wait. Or somebody comes in and everybody's sitting down, they'll be like, are these people waiting? Like the way they are just orderly and thoughtful. You know, Nigerians, they'll just come. They say, I did not know you're waiting. I did not know you're this. Like everyone is just mindful and very like cautious. Is it cautious or courteous? I think it's courteous. Courteous. It's not cautious. No, it's courteous. Courtesy, to have courtesy. I don't know, guys. I stand to be corrected. Correct me in the comment section. But yeah, everybody just has courtesy. Like, not everybody. Let me even take that back. Not everybody, but most people, especially in the professional setting, and very basic, like just traveling and moving around, everyone is actually cautious. Guys, the second thing that shocks me the most about the UK has to be the languages. Guys, I'm in a city called Bristol in the UK, and in this city, you'll be surprised how many people don't even understand English at all. And they've been living in this country for like 14 years and they're communicating smoothly. They have a family, they have a job, they are living their life and they don't even know about the language called English. Like the most they know is like, how are you? Thank you. Okay. Like they actually can't speak English and some of them are even in like professional occupations and everything. Like the languages in the UK are over 100 that people speak. You can just, you know, the way Nigeria, like, there's just Yoruba, Igbo, and Hausa. Like, if I hear somebody speaking something, I can tell that, okay, you're speaking Yoruba. Yeah, there's like French, there's Spanish. I have a colleague that speaks Polish. Like, I have another one that speaks Chinese. Like, it's just so many languages. Like, I think that's another thing that shocks me about the UK. The fact that, like, there's so many languages spoken in one place and everyone understands themselves and it's just smooth sailing. I think the third thing that shocked me the most in this country is when I go fine dining. And guys, when I mean fine dining, I mean fine dining. Like when you go to like a proper restaurant and you're eating out and the waitress asks you tap water or bottled water. Guys, tap water is vastly accepted in this country. Like it's one of like the most purest form of water, which is really weird. When I was in Nigeria, like the water that comes out of my tap is actually clean in my house in Ogudu. I used to drink it, but I didn't really have a reason to because we always had bottled water. But I'm sure that if I could not get bottled water, I would have drank that tap water. But I don't know. I just feel like tap water coming out from the tap, like you're not supposed to. I don't know who even told us that rubbish in Lagos. I've just never drank tap water. Do you get like? So to now come to this country and everyone drinks tap water, and you even now go to a very fancy restaurant, they're asking you, do you actually want tap water? I find it so weird. That is so different from in Lagos, Nigeria. In Lagos, Nigeria, like drinking tap water is like, are you sure? Do you want to drink it? I think sometimes it's even a level thing, like, oh, I don't drink tap water, I don't drink pure water, like I only drink bottled water, I only drink aquafina, like stuff like that. It's so weird. Guys, I drink bottled water here. We always have bottled water, but me, I still drink tap water because in my workplace, our dispensers are downstairs. So when I go for my lunch, and my lunch is like two levels upstairs. So imagine going for lunch. I'm already in the kitchen. That is just my lunch is just 30 minutes. I'm rushing myself to eat. And I'll now remember that I didn't bring water from downstairs. I've drank tap water. Even when I was growing up in the corridor, because I grew up in the corridor with my parents, our tap water in the house, we had a borehole. I actually used to drink tap water. I remember like we actually drink tap water. So I don't know. Is that one really a culture shock now? I think because of my grown up years, like when I was like living by myself, living with my mom, I always drank bottled water. But I just didn't think that, in a country like this where they claim to be very like, oh, we're very exposed, that they would drink tap water. Well, I don't know. Maybe that is, I don't know. What do you guys think? Yeah. So I think that really shocks me, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. I think the fourth thing that shocks me the most in this country is how less they use car horns. Like since I came to this country, I think I've heard like car horns maybe like 3 times, and those 3 times is like maybe the bus I'm in communicating with like the bus in front, or just I don't know what it is. Like maybe three or twice. Like I've really not heard like any horn anywhere. Like you know the way like in Lagos, guys. Like I'm in my room now, the windows are open. You know the way you be in, da, da, as in all the buses moving around is so different from Nigeria. Like there's not really so much on like that here. Everyone just like moves carefully. Even when you're crossing, if you're on like the sidelines, I know we have the sidelines, not the sidelines, the pedestrian crossing lines. Yeah, there's like designated like lines where people like once you see people on that line, it's your duty as a driver to actually wait. So I think that's another thing that I like. Um, I think the most shocking one for me, right? I think the most shocking one for me that I think has shocks me beyond belief in this country is actually the smoke breaks. I find it so difficult to understand how somebody will be at work and every 15 minutes you're allowed to actually go and smoke and come back to work. Wait, what? Do you know how we condemn smokers in Nigeria? Like, I'm sure a smoker at work will never, in fact, would never dream of letting even their best friend in their office know that they smoke. Because I feel like there's just this like is it plague, or like there's this way you look at people that you say it smokes like that. I feel like people that smoke actually like hide it, but in this country like people, i have I have colleagues that when I'm talking to them, like they are thinking of like cigarettes, and I'm just like, oh, there's nothing I can do because it's legal. They actually go for smoke breaks. Like we'll be in the office like in the morning waiting outside, and they have like coffee and cigarettes, or like is it shisha now or vape? Like it's just weird how people actually like encourage that. Yeah, that is weird. I think that is the one that shocks me the most. Like the fact that during work they can just step out and just like say I want to go and smoke and come back. I think another thing that shocks me here is the self assist. Like in Nigeria, like you know how you go to like shopping like a D Day in like Just Right, in like Shop Right, and you basically have to like queue and then go and see like the lady at the counter, have her count your product, tell you how much it is, and you pay. In the UK, yeah, there's actually an opportunity for you to like buy all your stuff, take it to the counting machine, and do it by yourself. How cool is that? I feel like if we have that kind of thing in Lagos, with this our dishonesty level, people will not be paying for their goods. People still do it here, I'm sure, because obviously anybody can steal, but clearly, like, it's just widely it's funny for me, like, because I know that in Nigeria, they will spoil it. Like, people will not be paying for anything, to be honest. Another one that shocks me is like employment, looking for a job, guys. Like, the way, like, when you're filling some employment forms in this country, the questions they ask you, it kind of surprises me. Your sexual orientation has nothing to do with you being able to be hired. Anyways, I was asking my friend one day, I was like, if you go to the hospital and your doctor was gay, would you take him seriously? And she was like, yeah, of course I will. Like, why wouldn't I take him seriously? Like, you're gay doesn't mean that you can't do your job. And what I was asking that question for that day was just because in my head I'm like, so why are you asking me like my sexual orientation? I think the worst one for me has to be the employment one. Like the first time I was filling an employment form and I saw all those requirements, I was like, wait, what? Why the hell do you need like my parents' occupation growing up? Why do you need the kind of school I went to? Why do you want to know if I got free meals at school? Why do you want to know if I'm Christian or Muslim? Why do you want to know? So, what are you, a diversity hire? Like I feel like sometimes like even a black person, like no matter how qualified you are for a job, I feel like they wouldn't take you because they've taken the quota of the dark skinned or black skinned people they want to take. It has nothing. Sometimes you're already disqualified before you even get the opportunity to interview. I'm not trying to discourage anybody from applying for jobs because me, I still apply every day. I still apply this morning. I'm still going to apply after this video. I'm just saying, like, sometimes, like, it's not you, it's like the requirements of the company even before you come. So why the hell are you asking me like my skin color or what my parents do for a living? There was a job they asked me like, what socioeconomic group do you think you were when you were growing up? I was like, what? Guys, I'm 31. I'm applying for a job at 31, and you want to know the occupation that my parents were doing when I was 14. How does it affect my ability to do a job? Bear in mind that I'm now one BSc degree older, 6 years experience. 6 years experience, and you're still asking me what occupation my parents did growing up. What the actual hell? Anyways, this video is not for ranting. This video is actually to catch up with you guys, let you guys know that I'm still here, even if I'm not like putting out as much videos as you guys would like or as much as I would like. But I feel like I'm just demotivated. I feel like with time that will build up back. I'm coming back into myself. I'm kind of comfortable now. Like, you guys know how it was so stressful, and obviously it's 1 year that we've been in this country this month, and I'm just trying to take it one step at a time. I feel like I have found my feet now, and I think that was one of the things that was stressing me out. So I found my feet now, so I think I'm gonna have more time to come online, do more videos, and just basically have fun. And until next time, my name is Derry. You guys already know the vibes. YKTVA. I've been saying that a lot these days. I'm just like, YKTVA, you know the vibes already. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to just come out here and just say hello to you guys and tell you guys that I miss you. You guys don't miss me too much, and I'm gonna see you next time. Bye. I feel like I'm gonna do a video next week because I'm gonna go to London next weekend. So I feel like I'm gonna do something fun. I'm gonna shoot. Fingers crossed. Bye, guys.